This is a torture method unique to the Germans. The defector soldier's feet were shackled with heavy iron chains, the other end of the chains nailed into solid rock. His comrades left him only a sniper rifle, a few bullets, and 3 days' worth of rations, ordering him to hold off the Soviet soldiers here. After his teammates left, he immediately grabbed the sniper rifle and assembled it swiftly. By the time he finished assembling it, his comrades had long disappeared into the depths of the forest. He had to break free from the shackles quickly, otherwise, once the Soviets found him, he would die a gruesome death. He aimed at the iron chain on his foot and pulled the trigger. The searing pain made him scream. The chain was too strong, the bullet couldn't penetrate it. He had to find another way out. Rummaging through his backpack, he found his glasses. An idea suddenly struck him. Carefully, he used a knife to remove the lenses, stacked the two lenses together, broke off a pine branch and chewed it in his mouth, then pressed the sticky resin onto the edges of the lenses. Next, he found a hollowed-out branch, inserted it into the gap he had left, and poured the last of his water between the lenses. A primitive but effective magnifying glass was complete. He gathered moss and dry grass around the iron spike, using the magnifying glass to focus sunlight. Soon, the dry moss began to smolder. He quickly added twigs to strengthen the flames, until the rock became scorching hot. Then, he poured cold water over it. The sudden temperature change made the rock crack audibly. Using a piece of scrap metal, he easily pried open the fractured stone. But this was far from enough. The soldier repeated the process. As time passed, a gradually deepening pit formed in the rock, and more of the iron spike became exposed. While resting to eat, he heard the distant roar of engines. A convoy of Soviet military trucks was passing nearby. Luckily, the enemy didn't spot him, but it was a warning, he had to escape faster. The surrounding branches were nearly exhausted. His food was almost gone, and only one last cup of water remained in his canteen. The freezing weather was sapping his strength. This was his final chance. He took out all his remaining ammunition, carefully collected the gunpowder in a metal container, poured it into the cracks of the rock, covered it with stones, and ignited it, then retreated to a safe distance. When the explosion rang out, he rushed forward eagerly to check. The iron spike seemed slightly loosened. He looped his rifle strap around a distant boulder, grabbed it with both hands, and slammed it repeatedly against the spike. From sunrise to sunset, he kept hammering. Finally, he mustered all his strength and yanked the chain. The spike began to give way one last pull, and it came out completely. He stared in exhilaration at the spike in his hand, shouted triumphantly at the sky, then snatched up his sniper rifle, and sprinted away from the battlefield. He was finally free.